Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor's denial, therapist Ridge, Bill's ground mistrustfulness, steam reconnect. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Friday, October 4th, 2024, is then. In Moment's occasion, Taylor Hayes rejects her new opinion. The Bold and the Beautiful recap highlights Ridge Forrester plays therapist with Taylor. Bill Spencer gets Brooke Logan to misdoubt Ridge. Also, Liam Spencer and Steffy Forrester Finnegan bandy Tridge. Grace Buckingham tells Taylor that it's doubtful she has heart failure. Taylor's test results and figures look good. Taylor doesn't understand, all the symptoms match. Grace stands by her opinion of broken heart pattern. Taylor says this is ridiculous. Liam is in Steffy's office. Liam asks how it's been having Taylor back in city. Steffy says it's the stylish. Bill tells Brooke that Katie Logan shut him down. Brooke is in unbelief. Bill says Katie hasn't made peace with his bad jest. Brooke assumes that it's because of her. Liam and Steffy gush about how all Kelly Spencer talks about these days is Taylor. Steffy says that Kelly idolizes her grandmother. Ridge asks if broken heart pattern is real. Grace says fresh tests could confirm the opinion, but she's fairly certain. Ridge asks further questions. Grace mentions that Taylor no way had any tests in Europe. Grace explains that if the Croker had further information, also they would have ruled out heart failure. Ridge asks Taylor if she's heard of the condition. Taylor confirms it's a real condition, but she denies having it. Taylor tells Grace that she's wrong. The Bold and the Beautiful recap, Brooke Logan's offer. Brooke apologizes to Bill, she knows how important he cares about Katie. Bill can't take back what they did. Brooke believes in alternate chances. Brooke offers to talk to Katie for Bill. Liam says Taylor was burning the candle at both ends for a long time. Now, Taylor is on an extended stay. Liam mentions that Taylor gets antsy snappily. Steffy says that commodity is different this time. Steffy suggests it's commodity life-changing, but she thinks it's good. B&B spoilers, Ridge Forrester plays therapist. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Friday, October 4th reveals that Ridge wants Taylor to hear Grace out. Taylor gets up and heads for the door. Before getting to the door, she says it's not all in her head. Grace stands up and says that's not what she's suggesting. Grace gives Taylor the medical term for the condition and explains it's stress after an emotional event. Taylor listens to this and nervously skirmishes her fritters through her hair. Grace reminds Taylor that this condition can impact the entire body and its symptoms are veritably real. Also, Grace tells Taylor that broken heart pattern presents itself like a heart attack. Grace adds that numerous providers overdiagnose it. Taylor counters that numerous times, broken heart pattern isn't a true opinion. Grace says that's not accurate, every day they're learning further about it. Grace fires off some of the rearmost discoveries about broken heart pattern. Ridge listens hardly as Taylor still takes it each by. Ridge asks about the symptoms of broken heart pattern, and Grace lists them. Taylor looks like she's ready to bolt. Ridge is relieved it's not fatal. Still, Grace cautions that blood clots are a complication and could impact Taylor's health laterally on. Grace gives Taylor some stopgap by saying if she follows protocol, she can make a fast and smooth recovery. Ridge finds this all veritably encouraging, but Taylor looks doubtful. Taylor doesn't suppose this is correct and denies having broken heart pattern. Taylor calls the opinion a joke and storms out. Steffy tells Liam there's another reason why Taylor's then. Liam assumes Ridge. Steffy tells Liam she's too old to be playing matchmaker, but it's frustrating when she knows Ridge is picking the wrong person. Steffy predicts her parents will get back together one day. Liam gently reminds Steffy that Ridge and Brooke are together. Bill changes the subject to Brooke. Bill brings up Brooke shacking up with Ridge. Brooke says they're happy. Bill questions why Ridge hasn't married yet. Brooke reminds Bill that they've formerly gotten wedded so numerous times ahead. Brook says they don't need a piece of paper to prove they love each other. Bill questions if that's the real reason. Bill brings up Taylor. Taylor goes back to Steffy's house with Ridge. Taylor and Ridge debate about the opinion. Ridge thinks the European croaker was wrong. Ridge says Grace is one of the stylish cardiologists in the country. Taylor agrees, which is why she's so confused. It's logical to Ridge. Taylor says she's not sad or depressed. Taylor says she's not weak or foolish. Ridge goes down the list of Taylor's symptoms. Ridge says it's real and reparable, but only if Taylor takes it seriously. Taylor refuses to accept the opinion and continues raving. Ridge reminds Taylor of commodity she said times ago: the mind and body are connected. The Bold and the Beautiful recap, Friday, October 4th, 2024. Steffy says Taylor is the strongest person she knows. Steffy brings up how Taylor cares for people. Liam agrees, but adds Taylor occasionally does it at the expenditure of her own happiness. Steffy thinks Taylor is going through an awakening. Steffy says Taylor deserves to have it all. Liam prodigies if this includes Ridge. Bill reminds Brook that she technically has no commitment with Ridge. Brook and Bill continue playing mind games. Bill predicts that Ridge and Taylor could reconnect. Bill thinks Ridge and Taylor are together right now. Taylor continues challenging the opinion. Ridge doesn't understand. Before, Taylor allowed. She was dying. With this new opinion, she gets to live. Ridge thinks Taylor doesn't want to accept the emotional trauma associated with this condition. Taylor thinks Ridge has a massive pride and tells him so. Ridge brings up that ever ago also, Taylor's been on the run. Now Taylor needs to stop and face this. Taylor orders Ridge not to tell a soul about this. Taylor asks how she got there. Ridge holds Taylor's hands and says she's not there alone, he's right there with her always. They embrace. Taylor stomps out over Grace's findings. Bill dubiities Ridge's fidelity. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers recap for Friday, October 4th, reveals that Taylor Hayes said what utmost suckers were allowing when she called her new opinion ridiculous. Taylor was offended over Dr. Grace Buckingham acting like this was each in her head, but Grace claimed broken heart pattern was a veritably real condition that croakers were learning further about every day. Despite Dr. Buckingham's attempts to explain on Friday's B&B occasion, Taylor called her findings a joke and eventually stomped out of her office. Latterly, Ridge Forrester spoke to Taylor at the Precipice House and prompted her to concentrate on the positive thing in all this since she wasn't dying. Taylor had a treatable condition and demanded to hear to Dr. Buckingham's guidance as far as Ridge was concerned. Once Taylor realized Ridge allowed. She was broken-hearted because of him, she called out his pride and maintained that she wasn't depressed. Ridge tried to calm Taylor down and suggested the mind was connected to the body in ways they didn't always understand. Taylor eventually advised Ridge not to say anything to Steffy Forrester, Thomas Forrester or Brooke Logan, so he promised he wouldn't. Although Taylor didn't understand how she got then, Ridge took her hands and claimed she wasn't alone before they participated in another clinch. At Forrester Creations, Liam Spencer worked out an Ion fashion deal with Steffy before talk turned to Taylor's homecoming. Steffy assured Liam that she wouldn't try to push her parents together, but she was frustrated since she believed Taylor and Ridge were just delaying the ineluctable. At Bill Spencer's manse, Brooke realized that Katie Logan shut him down because of her. Bill suggested it was because of what they both did and stressed Katie would no way trust him again. Brooke believed in alternate chances and allowed. Anyone would be lucky to have an awful man like Bill in her life. That's why Brooke wanted to speak with Katie and try to move her, so Bill appreciated the way Brooke saw the stylish in him. Bill ultimately brought up the fact that Ridge still hadn't wedded Brooke, but she acted like they'd formerly had enough big marriages. Brooke didn't need a piece of paper to prove the love she participated with Ridge, but Bill misdoubted his commitment. In fact, Bill made a vaticination that Ridge was off spending time with Taylor at that veritably moment. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Brooke and Ridge's future may not be as solid as she thinks, so stay tuned for updates on any bifurcation news that's brewing. Taylor skeptical, Brooke's Beatty discovery. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Friday, October 4th, 2024, are then. In hereafter's occasion, suckers can anticipate Taylor Hayes to be skeptical about her new opinion from Grace Buckingham. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer tells Brooke Logan why Katie Logan refuses to reunite. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the coming occasion of the CBS Cleaner Pieces. Grace Buckingham's testing. B&B spoilers for Friday, October 4th reveal that one of the heart specialists that Lee Finnegan suggested was Grace. So, Ridge Forrester made Taylor an critical appointment with the cardiologist. Grace conducted an enzyme test on Taylor. Grace was checking for a particular enzyme that's only released after a heart attack. While Taylor assumed what the test would say, she was surprised by Grace's conclusion. Taylor Hayes skeptical on Friday, October 4th, Grace will tell Ridge and Taylor about the simple blood test. The results aren't at all what Taylor expects. The test shows that Taylor has not had a heart attack. It also indicates that Taylor isn't dying of heart failure. So, what's causing Taylor's symptoms? Grace believes that stress and heartbreak are giving Taylor broken heart pattern. It's teased that Taylor will be skeptical of her new opinion. Ridge Forrester's Guilt the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Friday, October 4th reveal that Ridge will be stunned when he hears the new opinion. After recycling it, Ridge could go through some guilt. Broken heart pattern is a real medical opinion, but Ridge could condemn himself. Ridge might believe he's the reason why Taylor is suffering. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Taylor skeptical, Brooke's Beatty discovery. Indeed, though Ridge and Brooke Logan are committed to each other, could Taylor's opinion complicate effects? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Friday, October 4th, 2024 on Friday, October 4th, suckers will also see Brooke discover the verity about Katie's hesitancy to reunite. Bill Spencer tried to reunite with Katie, but she formally again rejected him. Katie told Bill that it's because of Brooke and it's just happened too numerous times. When Bill explains this to Brooke, she'll feel shamefaced. Brooke might make it her charge to move Katie to give Bill another chance. Still, Brooke has done this ahead only to end up lip-locked with Katie's man. So, what happens now? Will Brooke try to reunite Beatty? Could Taylor's opinion drive Brooke back into Bill's route? Or are there other twists up ahead?